as you can see, there's no shortage of rocks. These are just the ones that came out of the ground that I hand-picked while I was knocking trees down. You can see some of them are pretty good size, but most of them are that size right there, which, I don't know, 6 inches by 10 inches, something like that. And if they're not this big and they're that big, they break up really easy. Like that guy right there, I could probably smack it with a hammer and it'd break in half. Some of the other ones, they probably need a little more persuasion to break up. I've got a rock pile over there. I have lots and lots of rocks in my soil over there. I have more rocks right here. So I have rocks everywhere. So instead of paying to bring in gravel for my foundation and for my road, I bought this. What is this? This is a rock crusher. So this is a 6x10 rock crusher. And it will crush anything you can put in there. It's a little gas-powered setup. You basically just give it some gas, pull the ripcord, and there you go. It has an electric start if I want to put a battery in it, but this will adjust from 2 inches or 3 inches all the way down to 3/4 of an inch. And I need a whole bunch of 3/4 inch clear gravel to put behind my retaining wall for drainage. And then I need 2 inch or 3 inch for the base of the driveway. I just need gravel for everything. And I have no shortage of rocks. This is sandstone. Why do I know it's sandstone? Because I paid to have a geotechnical survey done of my lot. They told me exactly what type of dirt it is, exactly what type of rocks these are. And turns out sandstone is one of the rocks that you use for road base or for foundations or for retaining walls. And turns out this dirt is actually the perfect fill dirt. So I've got, I don't know, 500 tons of it sitting right there. And if that's not enough, I'll just go dig over somewhere else and get some more. So the soil screener is basically how I got that pile of rocks. It was a little wet when I was doing it, but the soil screener will screen out the dirt and give me good dirt for backfill, and it will give me rocks for crushing. Like I said, most of the rocks are that size. I mean, there's a few of them that are bigger, but the ones that are bigger like this, if I smack that with a sledgehammer, it shatters. And I don't even have to hit it that hard. It's about like chopping wood. If I hit that with a hammer like I would if I was chopping wood, it'll just break up into pieces. So, soil screener, yeah, I put a bunch of wet clay up there, but anyway, the soil screener will give me rocks and fill dirt, and that was $1,500. And that was $16,000. Unfortunately, it was a small fortune. But between the two, that's half the cost of what it would have cost me to get gravel for my lot, for the driveway and everything. And then when I get done, I can sell them. Or I can rent them out. I don't know. There's lots of people in the area who have rocks like I do. Maybe I can rent out my rock crusher. We'll see. This is my first start of the rock crusher, literally. I just picked it up, set it down on top of some blocks. I wanted to see how it would start, how it would run, how bad it would shake, what size rocks would fit in it, just to give it a test run. And I kind of realized, wait, the rocks are falling in a bad place where I can't really get to them. So that's about a shovel or two full of rocks. And then I had the bright idea, why don't I just put my bucket right underneath it and just kind of let it hang over the block. This kind of gives you an idea of how much work it takes to break the big rocks into smaller rocks. It's about like chopping wood, and it's physical labor, no doubt. I mean, that's a 10-pound sledgehammer. I kind of regret getting the 10-pound. Maybe an 8-pound would have done the job, but this 10-pounder is getting the job done well. I'm getting a workout, that's for sure. But it'll break them down into small enough pieces to about an 8 or 10-pound piece, and I can pick those up and stuff those in there. So that, I just timed it with a stopwatch. That took me 45 minutes to fill my loader bucket full. That's 1.5 tons of gravel right there. That's, 3/4 inch minus, 1 inch minus, something like that, with fines in it. And most of these rocks will break with just 1 or 2 hits. Most of them will fit, like that guy will fit. That guy will fit. Most of those right there will fit. I'd have to hit that one once or twice with a hammer. But a lot of this fits. And that, best of my knowledge, is about, in my area anyway, at this time, that's about $75 worth of road base or 1 inch minus. By the time you pay for it, pay for taxes, pay to have it delivered, and then I'd have to have it delivered out there at the street and truck it up the hill. That's about $75 worth of gravel. And I don't know how much you make an hour, but I don't make $75 an hour. And that took 45 minutes. And I'm getting rid of this rock. And out of the rock, I'm screening really good topsoil. It's like a sandy, loamy, clay mix. I looked up different soil types, and that is just about the best soil you can buy for building foundations. So that C, or 1 inch minus, is going to help me level those big giant blocks. And I've already done one, so this will be my 3rd full bucket. That's 1 bucket. There's 1 bucket over there because I didn't have my bins made yet. So far that's $225 worth of gravel. So that thing, I have to make 280 buckets of gravel to pay for that thing. It'll pay for itself if I make 280 buckets of gravel. But then it's still worth money. So once it pays for itself, even if I sell it for half the cost of what I bought it for a brand new, it will have actually made me money. And again, I've gotten rid of all of these rocks that came out of just right there. Just right there.